The DOJ is right now charging Letitia James with mortgage fraud over a $137,000 house that she bought in Virginia that she co-bought for her grandniece. You see, the case that the DOJ is trying to make against Attorney General James is that she bought this home not to use it as her secondary residence, but instead to use it as an investment property. But since she didn't classify it as such, she actually stood to benefit a measly $19,000. Yes, you're hearing that right. When you go into the math, this little tax mistake, if you even want to call it a mistake, would only stand to benefit the Attorney General a measly $19,000. So the idea that maybe she bought a home and indeed bought it for her grandniece, not as some sort of way of generating investments, considering that she only made $19,000. But you see, right now, the courts, the DOJ is trying to argue that this supposed gain is an act of corruption and fraud. But you see, about $19,000 is $19,000, and this very well could have just been a mistake, especially coming from a president who's weaponized the DOJ and likes to go after his political enemies. Also, a president that was charged with over $500 million of fraud. So yeah, I don't really take his word that our Attorney General might have committed some fraud, especially a measly $19,000 for renting out her home to her family member. You see, but I'm not surprised that President Trump is weaponizing the DOJ to go after his political enemies, people like Attorney General Letitia James, because we've also seen President Trump use that same DOJ to help his political allies, namely New York City's own Mayor Eric Adams. You see, not too long ago, Mayor Eric Adams was facing federal charges of corruption, things like bribery, wire fraud, and illicit campaign contributions. The evidence against Mayor Eric Adams being that he was accused of taking over $100,000 in luxury flights, in hotel stays, and in other perks from Turkish officials and businessmen, all in exchange for bending rules, like, for example, skipping a fire inspection on a Turkish consulate building and also masking it through fake books and straw donors.